All right, we're here with Andrew. He went undefeated today's event.
Yo.
What deck are you playing?
Today I am playing Dragon Link, which is probably one of the most best decks of the format, if not the best deck of the format.
How were your matchups today?
Oh man, so my matchups were pretty interesting today. It was very diverse. I just want to start off, of course, by shouting out Area 51 for being an awesome local to play at. But there's just so much diversity here, and I actually played against a lot of interesting matchups, from rogue decks to a mirror match to pretty much anything you could think of this format. I would say that my hardest matchup today was Eldlik Zoo. Shout out to Vi, who is a competitor here. He essentially, he piloted it great, but I was able to come out on top at the end. So,
Nice.
Good job to him. Yeah, let me go ahead and I'll jump right into this. We'll get right off because there's a lot to cover.
Let's check it out.
Awesome. So, of course, here's the winnings from today. Shout out Area 51. We're going to crack that open. So we're going to start with 3 Seyferts. Just tell me if this is good. All right. 3 Seyferts. Very standard to all builds. You should play 3. Some people play 2. This is very important to getting all your combos started, so maximize this. The standard rocket package, 3 Tracers, 2 Synchrons, 1 Recharger. This is pretty standard across, but you know, some people play 2, some people play 1. I like to maximize it to this point because you want to bust out your synchro monsters, and you want to be able to essentially always have a rocket in your deck. So it's very important to play more than just a 5 or 4. All the cards that are in 2 in my deck: 2 Dragon Chambermaids. This card is so ridiculous. 2 Phantasmes, 2 Nocto Vision, and then 2 Lancia. So I play 2s of this. It's people either play 3 or 1 of a card generally. I like 2s because it's the middle, and it's very comfortable with these cards because you want to see them, but you don't want to see them too often. They're searchable, and this card is pretty much searchable in this deck, and it just shuts down, in my opinion, if not the first or second best hand trap of the format. So I would definitely say keep this in, and if not, add 3 to your deck. And then, of course, shout out to this card, which is a +1,000,000. Every time you summon it, you just know that you're ahead of the game already. And while we're on it, Phantasme, sleeper card. If you aren't playing 3 of this card, and if you're not playing at least 1 to 2 of this card in your deck, then you're just sleeping, and you're probably not going to do well this format. So, all the 1-ofs: Red Eyes Metal, 1 Chaos Legionnaire, 1 Absol, 1 Brotar, and then the 2 white. Standard. I would only put this to 2, taking out 1 of these Chambermaids. So I'll probably put this to 2, put this to 1, but 50-50. So try it out. Let us know how it goes in the comments. Of course, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dragon Ravine, 2 Boot Sector Launch. Feels very staple. People only play 1 of this card. They should be playing 2 because it is just so useful beyond turn 1, and the combos with this are just outstanding. I think that you'll find more success if you play more than 1 because it always gives you something to follow up on. 3 Guard Dragon, very standard. 3 Quick Launch, very standard. 3 Chaos Space, very standard. And then I played, as my flex spots, 3 Cosmic Cyclone. There's a lot of back row heavy decks this format, decks that of course play blowout cards like There Can Only Be One, Floodgates, and just those standard. Even in the mirror match is good because you can hit the Ravine, you can hit the Boot Sector Launch, you can hit this. It has a lot of versatility, and it's an easy side out card if you're not gonna be playing against a back row heavy deck. And then of course 3 Tiding. Card is outstanding. It does so much for the deck. It gives you a monster. It's a bounce. It's a threat to your opponent, but then it also enables combos for you. If you do end up putting Chambermaid to 1 in this deck, then you definitely want to cut this to 2, and then it'll give you a lot of space in this deck. Currently, I am playing 42 cards, so I like 42. I think you can get away with it this format, especially because the deck does everything it's supposed to do. Hit this side real quick. Actually, let's go over the extra because it's a little bit more. Scarlight, Hot Red, Chaos Ruler, and then Borreload. These are my 4 synchros. Generally, people play 3 or they only play 2. You need all 4. This card won me the game against Vi in time. So, yeah, this just gets you there. It's just your win more card, and sometimes it helps you win, especially if you don't get a first turn or a second turn. Borrelsword Standard. This is an out to Nibiru, which is beat cop, so you can continue your combos once they try to hinder you. Quad Boral. This card is ridiculously underrated. Romulus, of course, the Guard Dragon package. 2 Seals and 3 Strikers. playing 2 boost sectors, this card just has more utility beyond turn 1. It's pretty ridiculous, and this card can loop with Recharger. So this essentially is an infinite loop for as long as you can hold it out, and you can summon back any monster in your deck that isn't Striker Dragon. So it essentially is just a free monster reborn, and it's searchable, so it's extra broken. Yep, very standard extra deck. And then we get into the side deck, which is my favorite part, game 2 and 3. 1 Dynamiscus, 2 Alpha, 1 Lancia, 2 Twin Twister, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 3 Dark Ruler No More, 1 Imperial Order, 1 Red Reboot, and 3 Ice Dragon's Prison. So just to break it down real quick, your worst matchup is Shaddoll. So you really want to be able to just blow them out. Imperial Order does all that alone. You activate this card, most of the time you're just going to win because you activated it. This is very powerful against rogue matchups, Shaddoll matchup. Even in the Dragon Mirror match, this card is a complete blowout in most matches. That is why it is $80 a piece. So that's broken. Red Reboot for those trap heavy decks. This is pretty decent against Shaddoll. I know a lot of people cited in. I wouldn't recommend it. Hitting that Schism is relevant, but you probably want to hit it with your Cyclones and other cards. Very standard, 3 Dark Ruler No More, stops everything. Harpy's Feather Duster, and Twin Twister. This card actually is a lot more useful now because people are playing back row heavy decks. Eldlik Zoo, Shaddolls, just, you know, standard Twin Twister stuff. So, man, put these in your side, and they're going to do justice. 3 Cyclones, Harpies, 2 Twin Twisters. No back row deck is beating me. I don't care. Lancia, again, the third one is just there in case you're playing a deck that you know is going to be dominated by this card. Alpha, arguably the best side card in this format. Honestly, I think that this card can just push for game alone. It is a summonable monster that is playable through Winda, which is your hard out or your hard lost in this deck. And this card can also just get you so many pluses with Dragoons and decks like those. So definitely put this in your side. And then this is very standard, Pancratops. So, yeah, I mean, that is the deck. Again, shout out to David, everybody at Area 51. You guys are awesome. The tournaments are great. The structure is great. And the payout is awesome. So if you guys are looking for a very competitive shop here in Northern California, Area 51 is the place to go. You could come challenge me, other people here who are ready to beat you. So come check us out.